Hello everyone. This is the story of the dog who saved hundreds of children. This is the true story of Balto's heroic journey. The year was 1925. Winter had wrapped the frozen land of Alaska in ice and snow. In the remote town of Nome, life was already difficult. The temperatures were far below freezing, and blizzards often covered the land in a blanket of white. But then something even more frightening arrived. A deadly disease called diphtheria began spreading among the town's children. At first, only a few children became sick, but soon more and more families were terrified as the disease spread through the town. The local doctor knew the danger. Without medicine, many children could die. There was only one problem. The life saving serum was nearly 700 miles away. The sea was frozen, the roads were buried under snow, and the weather was too dangerous for airplanes. Time was running out. Every hour mattered. The people of Alaska faced a desperate choice. Then they came up with a daring plan. A relay of sled dog teams would carry the medicines across the frozen. It would be one of the most dangerous journeys ever attempted. Brave mushers and their dogs set out into the Arctic storm. One team carried the precious package for a few miles, then passed it to the next team. Day and night they raced across frozen rivers, icy mountains, and endless snowfields. The wind howled like a wild beast. Temperatures dropped to nearly 60 degrees below zero. Yet the dogs kept running. One by one, the teams pushed the medicine closer to Nome. Finally, the last leg of the journey was handed to a sled team led by a strong Siberian husky named Balto. Yes, it is our dog, Balto. Balto was not the biggest dog. He was not the fastest dog. But he had something special courage. As Balto's team raced towards Nome, a massive blizzard struck. Snow swirled through the air so thickly that the trail disappeared. The musher could barely see a few feet ahead. The wind pushed against the sled with incredible force. At one point, the sled nearly flipped over. The precious medicine almost vanished into the snow. If that happened, hundreds of children could lose their only chance of survival. Casson realized he could no longer guide the team. The storm was too powerful. There was only one hope left, Balto. Yes, it is the hope, Balto. The brave dog lowered his head and pushed forward, step by step, mile after mile, through the darkness, through the freezing wind, through the storm that seemed determined to stop him. Balto relied on his instincts. He searched for the hidden trail. Beneath the snow, when the wind tried to drive the team, of course Balto fought back. When exhaustion threatened to slow him down, Balto kept moving. The fate of an entire town rested on four paths. Hour after hour, the team battled the storm. Then, at last, a few lights appeared in the distance. Nome. Balto had found the way. In the early hours of February 2, 1925, Balto led the sled into the town carrying the life-saving serum. The people could hardly believe it. The medicine had arrived. Doctors immediately began treating the sick children. The outbreak was stopped. Hundreds of lives were saved, and at the center of it all stood a tired sled dog who had refused to give up. News of Balto's bravery spread around the world. People celebrated him as a hero. Years later, a statue of Balto was placed in Central Park in New York City. On the statue are words that perfectly describe his courage: endurance, fidelity, intelligence, Balto never knew he would become famous. He never sought glory. He simply did what heroes do. When others needed help, he kept going. And because of that, a brave dog from Alaska became one of the greatest heroes in history. Thank you, everyone.